One of the common misunderstandings about indwelling sin for us as believers, though we have no reason to sin and every resource not to sin, we still do. There are some who would believe and teach that because that's true, I can actually attain a place of sinless perfection. That there's a process that I go through where I just let go and let God, and I rise to a level of spiritual blamelessness where I never sin again. Well, let me just tell you, not true. John, writing to his audience in 1 John, who gives us 11 tests of authentic salvation, said this in 1 John 1:8, if we say we have no sin, we are deceiving ourselves and the truth is not in us. Talking to believers. But then he says, if we confess our sins, he's faithful and righteous to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. And then he comes back to it. If we say we've not sinned, we make him a liar. How? Because he said we sin all the time, ongoing, continually. We make him a liar and his word is not in us. So one of the acid tests John gives to say, if you're truly a believer, is that you acknowledge that you still struggle with sin, and you will. So Jesus, having removed the penalty of sin and having broken the power of sin and is diminishing the presence of sin, that sin itself will be part of our experience all the way until glory. And how do you know that's true? Because then he goes on to say, and this is so precious, my little children, I'm writing things to you so that you may not sin. I don't want you to sin, he's saying. I want you to know, and he's talking by little children to those who are brand new believers in their faith, who are wrestling with this tension. Oh no, if I'm still sinning, am I still saved? Do I need to ask Jesus into my heart again and again and again and again? Maybe it didn't take last time? No. I'm writing these things so that you may not sin, but if anyone sins, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. And he himself is the propitiation for our sins. He's the mercy seat. He's the place where God satisfied the demands of his own justice in Jesus for us. This isn't permission to sin freely, but it's a promise that your sin is covered. So it's not that you're sinless, it's that you sin less.